live. It is after Thanksgiving. We are back. Everybody's back. Good Thanksgiving weekend, all.
Oh, yeah.
Just delightful all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Was it really for you, Rich?
No, it was not delightful.
We're at a funeral.
Yeah, I was at a funeral. I had to do the eulogy. And if I can say it, I don't know if you can say this. I think I rocked that eulogy.
I think you could say that.
If you can rock a eulogy, may have rocked the eulogy. But I was telling Johnjay, so my father-in-law, God rest his soul, Jerry Clements, passed away unexpectedly in his sleep. Yeah. So I had to do the eulogy, and it was very somber getting there. But I kind of started thinking about the kind of guy he was, and I thought, well, he would want me to be a little smartass because he was kind of a smartass. So I was telling Johnjay that I was doing it, and I did not hear anybody laughing, so I thought, well, maybe I better power through this thing. But then realized I was so far away from everybody that it wasn't like you can hear anybody, a la producer Bill when he was at Stand Up Live. People are close. You can see that. At church, you're very far away. So I looked up at some point, and everybody was laughing like, either or crying, one of the two. Maybe they were all,
a little bit of both.
Maybe they were all crying.
Yeah.
Hopefully not a lot of people had funerals to go to over the weekend.
Yeah. But other than that, and then Audrey had her birthday. My daughter turned 10 yesterday. And
that's a big one.
It's big. So, with all the funeral stuff, we didn't have time to do a party.
You should have just done them both at the same time.
It would have been great.
Yeah, right there at the funeral.
My goal was to get home. The service was in Dallas, and if anybody's watched the news, the weather there has been awful, like torrential downpour, flights delayed, runways flooded, people just all over the place, just flooding like I guess they were saying it's the most rainfall they've ever had, period. Not just in the past year, but ever.
Well, you're just a hoot today.
Anyway, so Audrey's big gift was...
Deadly weather.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, how do you make a funeral? I said I crushed the eulogy. That's fun. Oh, anyway.
Well, this is his truth, okay?
So Audrey's big gift is she wanted office supplies. She wanted me to take her to Office Max so she could go crazy. So that's what we did. We hit up Office Max and we went nuts. Pens, folders, whatever. I didn't know 10-year-old girls were into pens and folders.
How was your daughter's first chewing Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was awesome. I did realize something about Addison is I think she really likes to be the center of attention. She really enjoys it. We always do, I think a lot of families do, where they gather around either at the dinner table or before, when we're about to say the blessing, we say what we're thankful for.
Yeah.
And this year my mom did something different. She had, I don't know, it was like a set of cards, and everybody reads one card, and collectively it tells a story of Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's cool.
So my father-in-law was actually holding Addison as we were reading this story. And when it came around to him, he said, the card had dropped on the ground and everyone started laughing. And then Addison's like, and she just wanted to be,
part of the whole thing.
She didn't know what she was laughing at, She was like, whatever. She did decide to skip a nap because she didn't want to miss out on the party. We paid for it later on. And then
yeah.
But she had a good time while we were there, so we could be very
turkey. Does she chew turkey?
Oh yeah, she had the turkey, the sweet potato casserole, the mash, the stuffing, everything. Yeah, she loved it. She's a really good eater.
It's hard to find vegetables at Thanksgiving. Have you guys noticed that? There's string
green
beans,
bean casserole.
But there's green beans, but they're in bacon and whatever.
Oh, right. Well, if you go eat at a restaurant, we ate at a restaurant. And I was starving. I had planned it all to be able to kill everything I could possibly eat, right? So it's a buffet, food buffet, and I'm sitting there and I'm loading up my food, and I got my plate, and I'm looking at it all, and it looks so delicious. And this woman from across the buffet stares at me, and she goes, "Are you Johnjay with Johnjay and Rich?" And I said, "Yeah," and I'm holding my food. I'm salivating. "Can I talk to you for a second?" And I'm like, "Sure." And then I'm like,
I just want to eat my food.
And I walk to the side, and she goes, "My husband had an affair on me, and I stressed out and lost all my hair.
Oh,
I have no hair. What I'm wearing right now is a wig." I'm like, "Okay, well, it's a great wig. You look great. I want to talk to you about hair transplants, and I want to talk to you." And I'm like, "Okay." And then she starts getting in the details, and I'm like, looking at my food, and I'm like...
That happens?
Yeah, and I'm like, she's talking, I'm like, "Yeah, that's great." And my kid's like, "Dad, let's go." And she keeps talking to me, and I'm like, "Listen, JohnJaysHead.com is a website that has a lot of information on you." I go,
go there now.
And it's got lots of stuff. And I said, "I'm so sorry." And she gets into detail with this affair. And he was a contractor, and he was remodeling a client's home. And next thing you know, they're having an affair, and now they live together.
Wow.
And I lost all my hair. And I'm like,
"And the house he designed?"
Yeah. And I'm like,
ouch.
"Well, listen." And she goes, "Let me give you my card." And I'm like, "Well, I got my hands full of food.
Can you put it in my
So I'm going to go over here Anyway, by the time I sat down, my food was cold.
Oh,
Honest
that
to God.
stinks. But it's a buffet, so you can go back.
Oh, I went
for
back.
seconds.
I went back for 5th, 6th, and 7th.